Hey Sagittarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for December 19th, 2024. This is for Sagittarius. Last shuffle coming out for Sagittarius here. Let's see what's going on. So, Sagittarius, we have peace and then we have intuition and manifestation. There's something about you needing to, when you're manifesting things for yourself or you're focusing on your intuition, have your intuition be used in a way. I would say have your intuition. I don't mean to say that. What I mean to say is, if you are attempting to manifest something, like your intuition is telling you something, it's important to focus on, will this bring me peace, right? Will this actually um give me the peace that I need, right? Would it give me the break that I need? Do I feel um is it going to inspire the love that I need in my life? There's something about your intuition telling you to some degree that oh gosh, it's interesting. I'm sorry. I'm just like wondering why your intuition would tell you the Five of Swords. Well, peace here with the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Empress, and Page of Pentacles. Some of you, your intention is to be very, to lead with your heart, right? To lead with your heart, um, to manifest from that space of just, and by manifesting, this is like, no matter what I do, I'm going to put my heart into this. I'm going to put my all into it, right? If I pay it, if you're putting any energy into anything, it's going to be something that you love, or if it's someone, it will be showing them, being open, open, to and vulnerable emotionally, or showing unconditional love, and to solidify this relationship, right? If that's the case, like, I'm seeing marriage for some of you. So if you are in a union, I'm seeing that either you are married or you are headed towards that. And if that is what you want, it would be highly important that you are trying to learn how to, I would say learn, attempting to learn how to love the person better and in a way that brings both of you peace, is the best way to say this. But they're also saying that you need to spend more time on you. What would bring you the most peace, to be able to, if you're offering something to someone. Intuition and manifestation with Temperance and Five of Swords. Some of you may be feeling as though you are being taken advantage of in a relationship as well. So that is why I'm like, wow, intuition and manifestation. So your intuition may be telling you that you are being taken advantage of, but you're manifesting peace in that situation as well. It looks like, um, the key to knowing whether or not, because this may be confusing, like, I don't know if I'm being taken advantage of. Am I? Are they taking me for a ride? Are they just making any kind of change just so that I stick around? If this is a romantic relationship, marriage, um, or friendship, or whatever this is, you may be feeling like, is this other person taking advantage of me? So the way to know whether or not they are or not is to ask yourself one thing. Like, well, I wouldn't, yeah, I would say one thing. If you could do anything, what would it be? Right? And they're saying the answer dwells in your heart, and not in your mind, because the heart is the gateway to the soul. So you would ask, if I could do anything right now, what would it be? And if it would be to be in the situation you're in, right? I have to say it that way, because they're saying don't. They're saying to be. I would say you could be creative with it, right? But I wouldn't go too deep in the. Well, if I had an opportunity, then I would be the Queen of France or the King of France, and I would do this and that. You know how someone, they're saying don't. It's not fairy tale time. It's more so, this is a realistic approach to, like, would, if you could do anything right now, what would it be? Would you want to compromise with this person, change some things in order to accommodate them more? That's how you would know if you're being taken advantage of, in a sense. If you would do anything other than those things. You know what I mean? Um, if what you would do is opposite of everything that you're doing now or dealing with now, that would be this, that's your sign. There's your sign. Is that what they say, the blue collar um, comedy? I can't remember what it was, what it was called. Jeff Foxworthy and the guys. But anyhow, they're showing here that you are developing your mental clarity, and you may have been confused for some time. You may have felt like you were being played with mentally by someone, and so that may have fogged up your memory, or fogged up your, what I mean. It just made it where you were just unclear. Excuse me. But they're wanting you to say to yourself that the universe supports me in every way. It's important that you say this, and I know that, I mean, you could say it, but you must believe it. And it's almost like you must repeat it at least about 6 times, right? I would say repeat it 6 times for sure, or the 3 to 6 times. And really, each time you make a point to say that to take it in, and as though it's true to you, even if you don't think it's true right now. Maybe you're saying, if I'm being taken advantage of, obviously the universe is not supporting me. But you need to say this, right? And the real reason for that, and I think I've explained this multiple times, but it's worth explaining again. But it's like your mind really does work off of a subconscious, works like on a subconscious level. So most of the time, we since we only use what, less than 10% of our brain, some of us, that means that we're not accessing readily available information. We're not keeping certain information in our head, like the philosophical questions that we have, or the philosophical whatever. If you don't believe in anything, you don't take anything down as fact, you're not basing your decisions off of that. You're basing your decisions off of facts, right? So if you're telling yourself this multiple times, your brain sees repetition as fact. So that then will be stored into your subconscious when you're making decisions. And when you're assessing things, then your brain says, the universe supports you in every way. Well, you have two choices there in front of you there. This is the one is supportive of you. This one is not. So then if you are in this space and saying this, you need to start asking yourself this question. If you could do anything, what would it be? And be honest with yourself. And then your spirit, this is about, subconsciously you're going to start to gravitate towards what you would rather be doing, what you really want. If you could be doing anything, what would it be? The universe supports you in every way. The universe is going to support what it is that you want to be doing. Therefore, that will eliminate what's being, any of that taking advantage of mess. It will eliminate it, because you're not supported in that energy, you know. They want you to spend a lot of time on yourself, get yourself together. Okay. They're asking you really to balance yourself, to ground yourself. So this is about really understanding what you stand for and what you want. And that's a grounding energy. Stuck energy with the 4 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. This is about talking. Some of you may be stuck on how you're feeling as though you're being overlooked. Maybe you're being passed up on things. Some of you may feel like you're in a constant battle to fill a void or fill some kind of need. Some of you may even feel challenged, or like you're always defending yourself. And it's like you don't want to be rejected, and you don't want to be overlooked or put on the back burner. So there's something about you being stuck on that. Your energy is coming, like, so this is how you're approaching things, is that I'm defensive against, if you notice any kind of nuance of like, okay, they're not speaking to me this way like they usually do, or they're not, something is not happening, like there's something missing from this. They sound hollow when they say this. It doesn't sound like they mean it. That's the way that you're approaching things. You may be defensive, or have up, like you have your walls up, your guard up. And so the piece that is important, I believe, what from what I'm seeing, is that you really need to just kind of keep to yourself, isolate yourself a little bit, so that you can get yourself together. What do you really want in this situation? Trust your intuition too. If your intuition is telling you you're being taken advantage of, I can understand. You need to trust. You need to trust that. Now, teacher with 3 of Cups and the Tower would tell me that this is a person that has shown you that they've taught you through treating you like you are just an option. You may have been in a connection where it was a friendship that may have turned into more, and it probably and it almost looks like it shocked you into understanding if that is the kind of relationship that you built with. So you know what I mean? How do you put that? This person taught you that that's not what you want, something casual. You want more depth in your connections. um they're showing the angel number 1515, right? And so they're showing that something is coming towards you. Usually 1515 is breaks down to a 3, but it it usually oh goodness gracious. It comes up when you're about to experience a huge break. So on another note, with this teacher energy, this may be someone whose life was humdrum, and then out of nowhere their life changes in such a drastic way. They're celebrating. They were yesterday just kind of like, didn't know what was going to happen tomorrow, and today they wake up and their life is golden. And that is something that spirit is showing you, that this is happening for you or about to happen. You might be getting like an extra cash. You might be getting help. An opportunity may come in, some support may be coming in. Perhaps you applied for something, you're going to get answers to it, and it will be the answers that you wanted. You're going to get approved, or you're going to get extra, more than you expected. Um, they're saying that you've got to put your heart into things, because that is where the success comes from, the passion. All of your efforts will be rewarded. Put your heart into everything that you do, everything, especially if it's a creative venture. Your fifth house, if you're considering saying, well, what should I be creative in? What do you mean? If that's something where you're like, well, what should I put my energy into? And some of you don't have, like, if, based on this message, you're like, put your heart into everything. You're like, well, what should I do? Fifth house would be, and the fifth house is ruled by Leo. And if you know your chart, you can always look that up, right? Um, if you look to where the placements are in your fifth house, and that will kind of explain or express where your creativity lies. And perhaps if you're not already invested in anything, you're not really sure, look into that. um, so you could be dealing with another Sagittarius. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Libra. Those are the main signs. We also have Cancer or Pisces, Capricorn, or Virgo. So you could be a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, or a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, or dealing with one. We also have Libra Scorpio cusp, Virgo Libra, um, Virgo Libra, and that seems to be it. This seems to be it. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.